Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. One of the greatest writers in America, and I am not using hyperbole here, Larry Booker, pastor in Rialto, California. Now his wonderful son Joel has that church. Brother Booker's just kind of tooling around the country, preaching all over the place while his wife stays and takes care of the grandbabies. This is the writings. He writes, or did, I don't know if he still does, I don't think I get that magazine, the Worldwide Pentecostal Fellowship magazine. He wrote, like he would be the end writing. Man, I don't read many books more than once, but one that I've read, I think 3 times, is his book on I think it's the story of a lifetime, or the journey of a lifetime, about his conversion experience. Larry's about 6'7". He's just a huge guy, and just a wonderful preacher. If you ever get a chance to hear him preach, he's one of the greatest preachers in America as well. I mean, it is a treat. And he's a historian. He listens to history constantly, and is driving around his truck. He listens to it, and so he brings a lot of history to bear. I remember listening to him at the Worldwide Pentecostal Fellowship meeting in Pigeon Forge. I was there for the Premier Study Bible, and so much of it was on Chinese culture. A lot of people don't realize the advancements of the Chinese culture. He uses too many Bible translations. He needs to be a King James guy, but we love him regardless. No, I'm picking on Larry at the moment. But you couldn't go wrong getting this book. It's an amazing book. If you've never read his writing, he's got a series on the life of David that is out of this world. He's got a book on holiness called What a Difference a Line Makes, that is one of the seminal works on holiness in the last 50 years, if not beyond that. It's that good. I mean, it's unreal. So, Brother Larry Booker, what a preacher. He's preached to, I'm sure, probably into the millions. He used to teach and preach the Louisiana UPCI camp meeting, like it seemed like every year for years. Brother Tenney would have him, and just incredible. So this is the dirty word of modern churchianity. I think you can get this from the WPF bookstore, the Worldwide Pentecostal Fellowship bookstore. You can Google that and get that. We don't have, many of you ask for us to put ISBN numbers and on and so forth, links in our description. We are not set up to do that. We're sorry. We're just pretty much a volunteer organization here, loving Jesus. This is a ministry to all of us. Sister Fran, the Mallorys, the Battens, Sister Waldron, everybody that participates in it, and then all of those, Sister Sherry, Brother Smith, everybody who teaches, Brother Dan, Brother Bigelow, Sister Shante, others that do the teaching. It's just a ministry for us. We just want everybody to get saved. So let me just read the decline and fall of the Roman Empire, Roman ethics versus some Christian ethics. In AD 70, the general and future emperor Titus Flavius Vespasianus destroyed most of Jerusalem and demolished its famed temple. The Jewish historian Josephus places the death toll of the war at 1,100 Hebrews, many of whom were crucified without the city. Some say Titus stopped the crucifixions only upon running out of timber. I think that may have been where the olive trees on the Mount of Olives went, because the ones they've got now are 2,000 years old, but they were cut down around this time. On April 16th, AD 73, the Roman general Lucius Flavius Silva and his legions finally mounted the 1,300-foot tall Mount Masada, which overlooks the Dead Sea, by the way of painstakingly built siege embankment, in order to eventually slay the 960 members of a politically fanatical Jewish sect that gathered there in siege and protest since AD 66. So, this is just, you can see what a great writer. Even like the name of chapter 25, page 125, requiting the nurturers. Requiting the nurturers. Another one, two exceedingly important verses. Protecting the fruit trees. You don't have to be Pentecostal to love this. You would love it. You might become Pentecostal reading it, but that's good. His writings are phenomenal. God bless you. I'll talk with you later in Jesus' name.